How do you do, fellas? This is Frankie Dave on YouTube. Okay, guys, for this wonderful, gorgeous, sunny Saturday afternoon, it's going to be double feature day for you great fellas out there. I've been touring around with some ideas lately, fellas. A lot of constructive criticism I've been going through a little bit on my videos. It's going to be there's going to be a whole different kind of video arrangement I'll be doing from now on. So I'm going to try to strive and do the best I can to make better videos. Okay, fellas, the main video for this right now is the inbox review of the Revell to Germany MR2 model of the 1/72 scale Avro Shackelton Special, the Shackelton. Now, you got 3 different companies now that make these Shackletons, so all models have completely been filled. You get the MR1, 2, and the 3, which is the Frog. So the Revell Germany and the new latest, issue of the Airfix kit will make an excellent companion with this here Revell Germany. So I'm going to make an inbox review of this, fellas. I'll probably get cracking on the Shackleton probably when I finish up my Globemaster. Maybe even sooner, but we'll see how it goes. So I'm kind of anxious. I picked up this kit the other day at the shop. My main journey to go in there is to venture in and buy some more building materials. I was running out of glue and some few paints here and there and some balsa wood. So I went in there, and as I went back and rabbled back and looked around to the plastic section, they had this new Revell Germany Shackleton. So I nabbed that pretty quick on the fly before somebody else got it before I did. I think there's about 2 left in there, maybe gone by now. Anyway, fellas, this is going to be a complete inbox review of this kit, and I'll probably be getting cracking on this in a real close near future. Right now, I want to try to finish up on my plate right now. I got my Globemaster going. That's going to be the next video for this evening. It'll be a special video on that. So please stay tuned for that, fellas. And I've been working around with a couple balsa kits right here. Actually, balsa kits are all scratch built using plans. I got my my T4M. They call it the torpedo truck, which is the first torpedo bomber the Navy used back in the very early 1930s when aviation was infancy, along with the aircraft carrier. We'll go on that. It's another story. So I've been busy on that and a lot of other things. So the topic of the video is inbox review of this beautiful Revell Germany 1/72 scale Avro Shackelton, the flying spark plug. Camera's definitely friendly. This I do know. I'm always friendly. Hard to start with, fellas. We'll feast your eyeballs on these. Okay, guys. Right here is the new Revell Germany, the Shackelton AEW2 Avro. This is Roy Chadwick's last design of the piston engine, the Avro Lancaster. I mean the Avro Shackelton. A lot of it does resemble the Lancaster in some similarities, but the engines were Griffin engines, Rolls-Royce Griffins. They're very loud, and each, I think they got 2 propellers on each nacelle, so you got 2, 4, 6, 8. You got 8 props on there, and they kind of rotate and rotate different directions. They rotate clockwise and anti-clockwise. They're very loud engines, and so that was a power plant that the Avro Shackelton has incorporated in its design. Okay, guys, I think it was about a year or 2 ago, I built the AMT Frog kit of the Avro Shackelton, the MR3, which had the nose landing gear. So that was a whole different model, very old ancient molds. That kit probably came out in the very early beginning of the 1960s. And so that was my second build of that kit ever since it's been released, since 1963 or 64. Somewhere around there, fellas, in that neck of the woods of the date. Anyway, this is the Revell Germany's new Avro Lancaster. Avro Shackelton. I don't know why I keep saying Lancaster. I guess I got Lanks on my mind. Sorry, fellas. Anyway, so it has the ASW globe underneath the fuselage, opposed to the radome on the square rounder shaped ASW after the fuselage empennage is on the last 2 models. So this is actually the beginning of the before they change over to the other model, which was It had the radome over here in this section, which is retractable and everything. So enough of that, fellas. We'll go over here. We're going to take a look at this kit here. So I'll get the box over here at the side. I got the sprues all handy so we can take a look at this review here. And we'll go over. There's a tad more here, fellas. Adjust this building board so you can see. And the beginning of the instructions here. These instructions are gorgeously, beautifully done. You know, I mean, it's like it's a booklet form, colored. It's all gloss back. You know, it's beautiful. It's I never built this kit before, fellas. It's all new to me. I looked at it a couple of times, and I'm pretty well pleased with what I bought. And it retails for $49, and I got mine for about $40. So this is level 5, which is top notch up the top. And this is the complete model on here, as yours will look like if you follow the instructions carefully, and also the painting. We put the page over to page 1. It has all kinds of these. Tells you the area of tools that you need right here. Has all your tools. It has all these icons, how to mix paints, everything on here. It just, more or less, folks, these instructions seem like to me, they're very well presented and treated in the model. They're more or less made for the novice at heart who wants to buy this kit, wants to delve into it. So they give you a pretty good instructional. All this stuff is all the basics. We already know this stuff already. So they throw this in as a bonus in the kit to alert the novice that what he's getting into, what kind of paints and tools he'll be needing, and how to and not to, and everything else. Of course, over here you got your do's and don'ts and symbols that goes with the instructions. Over here you got your painting numbers, call outs right here. I believe there's a Revell range, not Humbrol, but all Revell. So it tells you how to mix that sea green by using a formula of A, and you got to mix Dunkelblau and Schwartz Sentiment, I don't know what color that is, and Lufthansa Blue. So just go to get some Vallejo sea green, fellas. It'll match that color right there. That's what I used on my first build of the Avro Shackelton by Frog. So anyway, folks, you got to make a formula by using those 3 paints to make that color. No paint chip to go by, but save yourself all that mixing. Just go down to your hobby shop and get yourself some Vallejo sea green, and you'll be right. You'll be spot on. Okay, guys, in the beginning, you got your parts list. Here's all your sprues here with all your parts on there to help identify the parts you're using as you build the model. You've got your clear parts, which are denoted in M and N, and all your sprues, you got D, G, H, E. More sprues. Continue. So you got about 8 sprues in here so far, and we haven't got to the parts yet. Well, here are the instructions to show you right here how to assemble your model. Excuse me, fella, let me get this camera a little close. There you go, guys. This starts out with the looks like the radio operator's compartment or pilot's compartment. Call outs for all these logos here, the call outs for all these black flags are call out for the colors you need. And so they're all incorporated in the color call out sheets. And you got your symbols right here, it tells you glue parts and decals and everything else. So still use the words, they use a lot of icons and symbols nowadays. And instructions continue. You got your weapons bay, your bomb bay, which carries your torpedoes, mines, or whatever they use to destroy submarines. And I like those clear plastic windows right there. They're all on a strip right there. All you gotta do is cement the bars on there between the windows and cement inside your fuselage. What I use is epoxy, fellas. Always epoxy those in place, because that's something that cement will give through. Especially when you're masking your decals. When you take your masking tape off your windows, sometimes they'll punch out the windows and you'll be in a world of hurt and you gotta make new ones. Okay, guys, you got the closure of the fuselage. You got your horizontal, vertical stabilizers. All these various parts goes on the kit, as you can see here. This is a very beautiful. It's like booklet form, all glossy page, all glossy book. It's like a magazine, almost that of a magazine. Very good instructional booklet. I mean, this is my congratulations goes to Revell Germany for producing such a fine kit and the treatment of these instructions. And of course, we end up with the Griffin engines, also your props on here. Now you got your paint schedule, which is a mixture of logo A right there. Is a mixture of your gray and green and blue, which makes the sea green. So, like I say, get over Vallejo and get yourself some sea green. You'll be spot on. Save yourself all that mixing, fellas. And you got all your stencils on here. Had different versions for the French and also for the English. And you got no heater tanks or internal fuel tanks on the wingtips, which makes this thing a beautiful looking airplane for its time. I like this model a lot more better than the MR3 with the nose gear. I don't know how this thing balances so much on the nose gear since it's got such a long fuselage. Here's the ASW dome, which fits underneath the fuselage right there. You remove that, you got the Airfix one they done, the AR2, AW2 model. Now that completes the instruction guides, fellas. I'll put the instructions over here. Decals are next. The decals are very gorgeous. I don't know if they're a cartograph or what. I really don't care. As long as these decals don't fall apart. These are good decals. They're Revell of Germany, Hobbycal Incorporated. This sheet right here, by cutting these out, these dotted lines, it gives you a different version on your Lancaster. I mean on your Shackelton. And you got all your wing walk decals, which are excellent. It saves a lot of masking and taping and everything. And of course, you got your dial facing on here, decal on here on your control panel. And not very many stencils. This is enough to keep you busy in the sheet here. The sheet is excellent. Okay, guys, we're gonna go over here and take a look at the parts. This thing is composed of, in the baggies out of this kit comes with 1, 2, 3, and 4 baggies. Here's your clear parts right here. They look pretty good. The cockpit comes in four parts. The main cockpit itself is right here. And of course you got your side windows on here there. They can be either open or closed. So it makes exactly 3 parts for the canopy. And here's your windows right here on the sides. How it's barred in there for ease of assembly. All you gotta do is apply cement and do those bars there and glue it inside your fuselage, fellas. And make sure it's plastic. It's plastic. You don't want to paint your fuselage first and apply that because paint will stick to plastic. So what you do is after you glue it to your plastic, you go ahead and take your masking tape and mask that whole bar up on the inside, and you go ahead and paint your you go ahead and prime your fuselage halves and paint the interior and follow suit with the build. These are all your clear parts, so you got about 2 sprues there, one for the canopy, and the rest is for the remainder of the clear parts that makes the model. Okay, got 1 soldier now. Okay, now this bag here consists of 4 sprues. Looks like it's all the engines and the props, the Griffin engines, the props, the undercarriage, landing gear doors, oleo struts, tires, and you got your nacelles, which are very beautifully executed. We'll go a little closer here, guys. Very excellently done. I don't want to take my out of this baggy, fellas, because last time I did that, I lost parts, and they do get away from you. You're not very careful, especially when you got a rug. When they fall off the sprues, hit the deck, the rug right there, it don't make a noise. Then when it comes to getting that part that's missing, pretty soon you're either Easter egg hunting or looking around. The carpet monster either get it or you'll step on it and bust it. And I've done that all the time. So these sprues here consist of your props, the cowling fronts of the nacelles. Looks like you got your inboard nacelles right there with the undercarriage and that sprue. And sprue number 2 consists of 2 sprues. It's like your fuselage comes in 4 pieces. You got 2 front forward fuselage sections and 2 aft fuselage sections, and they butt in there. They butt in together right here, as you can see. Here's the fuselage here. The other half plugs right in the back there. It's like my Globemaster I've done. And you got your ailerons. Got your Bombay. ASW dome that fits beneath the fuselage. Here's your Bombay doors here for your Bombay. And all the linkages which operates the Bombay door, closes them and opens them up there. And it's like me, you got some bulkheads right there. Probably goes in the cockpit area. I'm quite sure it is. That sprue is complete. Lastly, we go to this one here. Now, this one consists of 1, 2, 3, 4 sprues. And this sprue here consists of the wings, top and lower halves of the wings, the outboard nacelles that house the mighty Griffin, Rolls-Royce Griffin engines. Got your landing flaps. They either can close or open. Ailerons could be the same way, in position neutral or in turning fashion for the aircraft as she banks. And here's the other part of your fuselage right here. The surface area of this kit is very beautiful. This thing will take some nice washes, guys. You guys get some nice washes. You got a nice good wash going on in this thing. And you got your elevators, your rudder, your fins, horizontal stabilizers, top and bottom. And that about completes it, guys. The detail of the bottom wing is very, very exceptional. You can see the ribs. You can see the ribs of the flap wells of the wings. So I'm sure the paint on. I think they're white. How about does it, folks, for the view of this kit? It's a nice kit. I really highly recommend you go to your favorite hobby shop in your neck of the woods and buy one of these bad boys. They retail at what was it, $49.95? I said $44.95. I'm sorry, fellas. Earlier in the video I said $49, but I got mine for $40 anyway. It's $44.95, so $45 you get one hell of an airplane, boys. And it'll be something you'll really enjoy. And all the parts will go back into its box where they belong. And so I'm going to attack this guy. I'm going to get that Globemaster about done. And I might get an Avro Shackelton group build going on. And that'd be something nice and something different. But I don't know, fellas. It seems like all the builds are, everybody's going one direction and the other like me. And so I'm looking forward to that Hawker Typhoon, 124 scale Airfix Hawker Typhoon buddy build with Mr. Warren Blanchard and Mr. Martin Lambert, who's got their beautiful kit of the Airfix 124 scale Hawker Typhoon. So Duran may going to get in. He wants to know how much it's going to cost. I really haven't got his final say-so yet if he's going to be in a group or what, but I just kind of quoted him the price, how much a Hawker Typhoon is going to cost. Okay, video's back to us truly, guys. Okay. Alrighty, that's about does it for this inbox review of the Revell Germany Avro Shackelton. So stay tuned for the second feature for this today. It's going to be like a build video, fellas. So everybody said, Frankie, you're going to make a build for us to actually see, besides sub-assembly wise and here and there, and it's all done. You guys hit the nail right on the head. That's what I'm going to start doing. Rebel Cloud 9, I've been watching his video. that fellow right there, he does one hell of a job in those models, and he sings off a